Guys, Army football players from your left, senior Joe Drummond, senior Larry Dixon, sophomore Josh Jenkins, sophomore Jeremy Timpf. Please state the name of the player you're actually requesting to and your organization, please, as well. Go ahead, Ron.
Larry, the last possession of the first half, I thought was a full. You didn't go down 4-1. You're either going to score or at least you're going to throw. How big do you think it was?
That's what big. I mean, Coach talks about critical situations, third down, and then fourth down is an easy comparative. It's like a turnover. We need to convert that. Hats off to the other opponent. They made the play when they needed to.
Questions for the players? Ken?
Larry, why was it so tough to get an outside running game or just to build momentum during the game with your running?
You got credit to the other team. They played a very friendly, sound game. They played the technique proper, and they did the things that it took to shut that down. And so, you really got to tip it off to the other opponent. We fought hard. We played, with everything we had. Played, I feel like we played well. We'll see the film, obviously, but hats off to the other team. They did right, and you got to give them credit where credit's due.
For both seniors, Joe and Larry, you leave not having beaten Navy in an Army-Navy game, but how do you feel about what you're leaving behind as far as Coach Longton and where this program is going?
Well, I think of course it'll be our one huge regret from our time here, not beating our arch rivals. They're a fantastic program. They certainly did what they had to do today to make plays in the critical situations to get it done. When it comes to this program going forward, though, we know we're leaving it in very, very capable hands. The staff has done a fantastic job this past year, truly getting Army football back to relevancy and back to competitive greatness, and that's the only thing that could possibly be in our future. Look at the juniors, the sophomores, and the freshmen who are going to be upperclassmen next year. We're leaving behind some tremendous leaders and tremendous playmakers, and they're only going to get better as the time goes ahead. And I'm excited to see what Army football does in the future.
And just to go on top of that, I think the biggest change is kind of experienced it tonight. They talk about being a senior playing your last game, but they don't ever prepare you for how last time to leave the locker room. And my freshman, sophomore, and junior years, it was easier to leave the locker room because we weren't as close as a team. But that's the hardest thing I've ever had to do is just part ways with my teammates out there. And so, at the very least, what Coach Duncan has done, and I'm thankful for him, is he created a family. I truly feel like these guys, my family, Joe's my older, younger brother, and these guys are my younger brothers. I really feel like we're tighter than we've ever been. And I just, at the very least, I have to say thank you for that, because that's big.
Dave Ginsburg, Associated Press. Larry, playing off that, which loss was more difficult to take, last year, or at least this year, where you made it as close as you possibly could, but just came up a speck short?
It's hard to say which ones are harder to take. They're different kind of losses. They're different teams. Coming to this game, we understand that we can only control 2014 Army football team. So this loss it's like comparing apples to oranges. Sure. But this one was hard. I feel like I let the team down, let players around me down. So it's hard to go. It's gonna be hard to go through that and just think about that.
Go ahead, man.
Josh, on the block punt, you just saw an opening or what?
We just had a play called up to man block. We just went in there. I was put in a great position. I just did my job and watched everybody else make the play out.
Go ahead, Tom.
Jeremy, can you talk about the defense in the first quarter and into the second quarter, how you were able to implement what they were able to do and put your offense into this year?
Yeah, we knew we haven't really played to our ability this season, and we knew we had to give the offense a chance by getting 3 and outs and stopping them on third down. So I think everybody came out. I think the seniors understood it was their last game. I think everybody played with passion. We had 3 weeks to get ready for this game before, so we were dialed in, and we played very well in the first half.
Joe, do you feel like you guys have narrowed the gap with Navy, and was today representative of that?
I think a loss is a loss. It's regardless of the final score coming up short, it still has the same bitterness to it. Like I said earlier, the excitement though going forward is the state of this program and the potential this program has with the coaching staff and the players that are coming back next year and the years following. We have the opportunity every week, every Saturday to go out and not only be competitive, but to play to our ability level, accomplish our assignments, and ultimately win a lot of games. And that's something going forward that I'm very excited to see and looking forward to seeing how Army football competes in the future.
Go ahead.
Jeremy, Navy had their longest running play, I think it was 19 yards. You were stopping their big plays. You had trouble stopping the way they kind of were grinding it out. What were the challenges Keenan Reynolds was throwing at you?
I mean, he's a very good quarterback, very good running back, very talented, just agile guy. So we knew we were up against a very big threat on offense. And if we fit up gaps, we were going to stop them. And I mean, we did that for the most part. They kind of counted us out in the second half a little with their fullback, but I think for the most part we gapped out and very fundamentally sound.
You move the players, guys? Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, David. Go ahead.
Yeah. Larry, I was just going to ask, I was watching you lead the team out on the field for the second half. What were you saying to the team at halftime and when you took them out?
I really don't remember. It's a lot of emotion that races over me, but it just is that I love the team. I love this. I love being an Army football player, and I'm really sad to see it go. I just told them we got one more half together. It's just really walking out there that I realized the finality in the situation, and I just wanted them to know I love them. And I'm going to do everything I can. I want them to do everything they could for those next one. So that's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
Go ahead, sir.
Can I get one more? You guys have been through a few of these, but with all the military pomp and circumstance that goes on, do you get caught up in all of that emotion, or is it just another football game? I know it's not just another football game, it's Army-Navy. But how about all the military stuff that's going on around you? You know that's your next mission.
I think first it's a tremendous honor to play in this game, being the greatest football rivalry game, possibly the greatest rivalry in all sports. And that comes from the fact that we are, when we graduate, serving a big organization in the United States military together on both sides, and then we represent the Army Navies as a whole. However, when it comes down to it, there's 11 on 11, there's a field, there's a scoreboard, 2 goal posts, 2 end zones, and when it comes down to it, it is a football game. And it comes down to execution of assignments, fundamentals, and making plays. And unfortunately, we just weren't able to make those plays in critical situations, and maybe did, and hats off to them.
Ryan, one more? Quick.
Sure.
Joe, could you just explain the significance of the patch you have in your jersey?
Yeah, so I guess this is something that goes back a long time. Army football program every year. The Black Lion Award is awarded to a player, typically as a senior. I didn't know that I was going to wear this patch until I showed up yesterday to our walkthrough, and I saw on my nameplate the Black Lion Award winner, and I saw the patch. And it's a tremendous honor and something that I'll look back on the rest of my days and hope to keep that mindset going forward in my own career.
Thanks, guys.